Jack was the only son of his parents. His father's name was John and he was a businessman. His mother was the principal of a school. Jack loved his grandfather very much. He also wanted him very much. Jack was a smart boy. He was studying in class 5. He had a good record. He got some position everywhere. Sometimes he would take the first position and sometimes the second position. Those days were summer holidays and Jack was engaged in reading stories instead of studying. I was sometimes a Tarzan story and sometimes a fairy tale. One day Jack's best friend Leo came to invite him to play at park, and that time he was reading a storybook. Hey Jack, let's go play in the park with me. Sorry Leo, I'm reading the story. Read these stories later. No, you go, I will read the story and come late. Okay, but hurry up. Leo said that and left. It took a long time to finish the story. Then he told his mother and went to Leo's home. Later he came back in the evening and after dinner he did not pay attention to his study but sat down to read the story. He had bought the storybook from the market a few days ago. When his mother came to his room with a glass of milk, she found Jack reading story. Jack's mother kept a glass of milk on the table and sitting next to him and said to Jack, Jack, don't read stories in low light at night. Your eyesight becomes weak. Well done, turn it off and drink milk and go to sleep. Okay, Mom, I will finish the story and go to sleep. Promise? Yes, Mom, promise. Jack's mother loved Jack and left the room. Jack was reading the story for a long time. When the story was finished, he looked at the clock and it was 11:30 in the night. He drank milk and then went to sleep. Because of sleeping late at night, his eyes also opened late in the morning. Jack, what's the matter today? You are lying down. Is your health fine? His grandfather asked. Yes, Grandpa, I'm fine. I just slept late last night. Yes, your grandson keeps reading stories so he sleeps late at night. His mother told his grandfather. Grandfather was surprised to hear this. Jack, stories should not be read for long. Keep a timetable for study, play, and rest. He listened to his grandfather's advice in one ear and took it out of the other. He continued with his affairs. His class 5 papers were approaching, but he was running out of time and spent the whole vacation reading stories. He couldn't prepare fully this time after taking the exam when his result was out, so he passed with very few marks and due to which he faced immense embarrassment in front of his family. He thought that if he had given more of his time to study, the stories could have been read at any time. He promised himself that he will make a timetable for future studies and follow it strictly so that he can become a successful person. Dear children, the lesson we learn from this story is that we should make a tight schedule and do everything according to it. Study should be during study time and play should be during playtime.